Howdy folks, Doc here with LastPass Tool. And the question today is, which single style of ratchet head do you think is most useful? And the use case here would be probably setting up an automotive tool bag, something that stays in the vehicle. I know, you can go to the shop environment, you can have all of them, but if you aren't packing all of them, which single one do you think is the most effective? Now, the usual suspects, we've got the round head, the fixed head, the non-locking flex head, multi-position, and then the locking flex head. And these are all snap-ons, but they don't have to be. That's not really the question right now. I mean, I could, the classic Matco locking flex head is always popular, or I could go with a Cornwell round head, but I'm just using these to illustrate the point here. This doubles as a driving handle. That's one of the big features there, and it gives you a lot of the features of a flex head, as well as a few others. However, it's not necessarily the strongest, and it's certainly one of the largest as far as width goes. This is an industry standard, probably. It's if you look, where I kind of started this was Snap-on and other companies have sort of like a starter mechanic set, and they often include just a straight ratchet, nothing fancy at all. So, it's a safe bet, but is that a cost thing? Or are there really drawbacks to some of the other heads? This is probably where I was going to go, because I'm so used to using flex head ratchets. It allows you, to get into different places, to use it essentially as a speeder. But sometimes it's a little hard to place things if you can't see, or you've got a heavy socket or something, because these can flop around, which of course is why we would then go to maybe a locking flex head ratchet. Some people are concerned they're not as strong, and sometimes if that's your only ratchet and you want to throw a pipe on it, well, you've built in a weak point in your system. And then that's also the same criticism here. This is really, of course, fast, easy. It reaches a lot of unique spots. So, maybe if you want to err on the side of not being able to get into conventional spots with a traditional ratchet, it's a possibility, although I don't know anyone who has made that decision. So it probably comes down maybe to a flex head, a non-locking flex head or a locking flex head, and a straight ratchet. So that's the question. Which would you choose if you could only choose one to put into a standard vehicle toolkit? Now, the next question would be, you can add to it, which size? A lot of people have gone to 1/4 inch for most things, but if you only have one, is 3/8 the best option? That's what I'm thinking. And the problem with a 1/2 inch is you have to have the 1/2 inch sockets that go small enough without adding more tools to your bag, say nut driving, things like that. So that's probably out. I'm leaning towards 3/8 in my idea, but 1/4 is just so handy, and all of them you can get adapters. So if I was interested in turning these into kind of ratchet drivers for screws, there I've got a good solid screwdriver plus some other stuff, so I might be able to eliminate some tools by going with a head like that. This one does work, but you're offset, so you need several inches of area, a little harder to work with. Anyway, what do you think? Probably between flex and straight. If you want to toss in your idea on handle size too, let me know. And with that, Doc out.